Welcome back to the final instant reaction of the season on New York Talk. The season's finally over. We can breathe a sigh of relief as we look back on a good game, a terrible season. Mick, 2-1 victory. We will talk about the prediction league later. Nobody knows the results just yet. We will talk about that later. But in terms of the actual stuff that's slightly less important than the prediction league, decent game.
Yeah, I thought it were. First 10 minutes, I thought we were awful, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just didn't come out of traps. But then, for me, I think largely we were better side. They played some pretty stuff at back occasionally.
Yeah.
But they again, another team with nothing going forward, really.
Classic Peterborough, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of pretty stuff. And that's about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a bit like Dara, really.
Pretty?
Yeah.
Pretty?
Well, all style, no substance.
Okay, I can get on board with that one.
How many seconds is that on the clock? And we've got the digging. Less than a minute.
Brilliant. Yeah, Danny, it was less of a reflection on the whole season, more a reflection on Matt Hamshaw's time. Still lots of problems, still lots of issues to iron out, but I can see where we're going, I understand it, and look, we rode us luck over at post, they had the chances, and we've got some way to go to next season, but I can see the positives where I couldn't see them kind of early on the season.
Oh no, I agree. I mean, my last game at New York Stadium due to work and other stuff was Boxing Day, and I'm telling you now, that game was 1,000,000% better than Boxing Day because it actually looked like we knew what we were doing. But yeah, like you say, he's given me a lot of confidence for next season. I mean, we said that in the post-season last season, but that was from what we heard, not what we saw.
Yeah.
Whereas with this team, it's definitely what we've seen that gives us a bit of hope for next season. Not too much hope because we don't want to overstretch ourselves and get disappointed again. But yeah, like you say, it was almost the opposite of Matt Hamshaw's time because he sort of flew out the gates and won the 3 games on the spin.
Yeah.
And then sort of petered off a little bit and then come back round again. And I'd argue with this game, we were poor at the beginning. Thankfully, the 10 minutes that I missed because of ticketing issues. But after that, I just saw 80 minutes worth of building steam. We kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I think it's still up for contention who actually got the goal, whether it's Sibley or Nombe.
We're giving it Nombe.
Yeah, we'll give it Nombe for all his goal contributions this season. And then perfectly capped off with Humphrey's goal as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do have a question from this game.
Okay.
Because we didn't get the chance to retain the EFL trophy, and Peterborough are the first team to retain the EFL trophy, does that mean we get to keep the trophy because we've beaten them?
Yes. Boxing rules.
There you go.
It's like somehow there's a tenuous link that will make us European champions. You can't work it out just yet, but I'll work it out after Champions League final. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. We are giving it to Nombe, make the goal. We'll make it 15 goals for the season, which in this team is a brilliant return.
That is.
Silly's done the hard work, and not all to defend. Some Nombe's done really, really well, but a capping off what has been a really good spell for Nombe. Well, great spell for Nombe.
Yeah, he's put the effort in, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's absolutely put the graft in all season, and a lot of times it's not paid off. But these last few games, it certainly has. I mean, it's his just dessert, isn't it, for all the hard work that he's put in. So yeah, pleased for him. Really pleased for him. And he wanted that, didn't he?
Oh God,
there were no stopping that. I'm amazed. I kind of thought that the referee might have given him a foul, to be honest with you, because he gave so many picky fouls all game that to let that one go was quite a bit of a surprise, really. But he made up for it anyway, didn't he?
Yeah.
Some of the other stupid decisions. So, it was swings and roundabouts and all that.
We could have a pen. According to somebody, Tom was watching at home, they should have had a red card for the foul on Kelly as well. So the referee's got 2 big decisions wrong. Hasn't impacted the game, which is good. But I think it's important to point out the referee being rubbish, because we point out some good referees this year.
Yeah. He was really poor today.
He was
really poor, I thought.
Yeah. It was one of those games, Danny, where I thought, Haxer's going to get that goal. Haxer's going to get that crowning moment. But it was Cal Humphreys who got a goal on what is probably his final game for the club. Time will tell, but that's how it feels. A good like a well-worked set piece. And there was an idea that Cam Humphreys do it, and there were a couple of other ones that were well-worked. But a really good header from Cam Humphreys, and if that's goodbye, then that's a good way to end.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, don't count the chickens yet, but I think there's only one chicken to count at this point.
Yeah.
But no, like you say, great header from a corner. And I think it just sums up Matt Hamshaw's tenure as well, where we actually go to the training ground and work on things. I think our defence to attack movement of the ball is a lot better. We can both use midfield but also play an absolutely curling pass down the wings as well, and we set pieces as well. I think free kicks still need a bit of work, don't get me wrong, but certainly dead balls where they're brought into the 6-yard box, 18-yard box, they are so much better. And with the strikers that we've got and the defenders that we've got at the minute at least, it plays into their favour, which may persuade some to stay or persuade other players to get another look in, because I've noticed that KO looks a lot bigger and stronger as a centre forward. Maybe that sells it, because I like how KO came on and the first thing he does was clean out their centre half, but didn't get booked for it. Maybe that's something he could do next season. We'll have to leave that to Matt Hamshaw, but like I say with Humphreys, if that is a good buy, perfectly capped off, but it's just a shame that Odoffin didn't get it as well.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame. I thought we were going to get... No, when that free kick at end, I thought, just get Axe, just to smash it from 25 yards, but Powell hit the wall, obviously, because that's what Joe Powell does from set pieces. Sadly. Let's move on to man of the matches. Joe Powell got man of the match from the sponsors, which I was surprised at, to be honest with you. Well, he had a bad game, but I don't think he stood out at all for me. I thought it was just fine. I thought Liam Kellyhout was excellent today. He always is when he plays. Hacks was very, very good. Cam Humphreys was very, very good. Nombe was good. Wilkes was good. If I had to pick one, I was going to go probably Liam Kelly.
Really?
What would you go?
I agree with everything you said there. I thought the standout player for me was Dan Gore.
Yeah, fair.
I thought it was excellent. I thought it was really, really positive performance from him. He really got stuck in. Absolutely got stuck in.
Yeah.
And he looks like a quality footballer.
There was a bit of the Ollie Rathbones about him.
Yeah.
His tenacity and that.
Yeah, absolutely. But no shortage of skill either.
Yeah.
And the way he reads the game, he looks like a quality footballer. There's no doubt about that. So it'd be nice if we could get him back for half a season next year, just to see if we can develop him a bit better.
Yeah.
I like what I've seen. I like what I've seen today. There is a definite plan. There's definite tactics, and it just makes a change. It's so good to see.
Yeah.
But it feels like I can see where we're going. I can see where we're headed. There's still a long way to go.
We're not there yet, are we?
No, we're not by any stretch of the imagination. But I think given a full pre-season and a decent transfer window, I'm looking up. Things are looking positive, far more positive than they have done. So it's a great way to end the season with that in mind, I think.
100%. Remember to comment with your man of the match if you're a Rotherham fan or a Peterborough fan that's popping in. Who was your man of the match? Danny, who's your pick?
I was going to say Wilkes, just from his hard work up front and being a constant menace, but I think Mick may have just swayed my mind to Dan Gore a bit there.
I forgot about Dan Gore, to be fair.
But yeah, he was absolutely electric in midfield, and I think if he's in Ruben Amorim's plans at Man United to move up from youth to the first team, to get a 35-40 game season under his belt, we'd be the perfect pick, I think, because he knows Matt Hamshaw. He knows there is a clear plan with Matt Hamshaw, because I think under Steve Evans, in hindsight, he used the analogy of tunnels quite a lot and the train getting stuck. His train definitely got stuck in the tunnel, but I think now that Matt Hamshaw's at the controls, we're just starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy about that, but no, I agree with make Dan Gore all the way for me.
Ben?
Dolphin.
A dolphin. Interesting. Thank you very much, Ben.
Philip.
We should say thank you very much. Ben's done a lot of filming for us over the year. Ben, this will be the last time for a few months that we see Ben, because he's going to Mexico. I was going to make a joke then, which was probably inappropriate, but he's off to Mexico for a few months. So thank you very much, Ben, for everything you've done. We'll see you on the podcast before you go away, but thank you very much, Ben. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Danny. Thank you to the helpers that we've had around us for the instant reactions. These will be back next year because you seem to like them. Weird, odd, isn't it?
My question is, Matt, do they like us or do they like Mick just having a rant about
I think they're just laughing at us.
Fair enough.
You know when you tell a joke, they'll laugh with you, and they're not. They're laughing at us
Yeah,
for this
no,
one.
that's fair.
I think also what we need to make clear to people is that as the season's gone on with these post matches, we're getting closer and closer to the car park. So as a result, come next season, if things are going particularly badly, come November,
We'll be in council
we'll be
building.
in the car park and we'll be able to discuss disabled bays, accessible bays, and car parking fees and all sorts of other stuff as well. If it gets too bad,
Yeah.
If it gets really bad, we'll end up at the train station.
Yeah. We can train along for that one.
yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for everybody who's tuned in throughout the season for the instant reaction. We really appreciate it. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed. We're only 9 more away to getting to 1,800 subscribers, so if we can get to there before whenever, I don't know when, that'd be lovely. Make sure you've done all those things. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, everybody. We'll see everybody next season for the instant reaction. And as always, up the Millers.
All the Millers.
Up the Millers.